What's going on, guys? My name is Dave Bailey, and today I will be talking to you guys about Arrow, episode 11, titled Second Chances. Plot A will be about recruiting Tina Boland. So the episode starts off with a flashback to Central City three years ago when the particle accelerator had exploded. And so we see Tina being held captive, and it looks like that she has been tortured for a long time and stuff. And so her captor, he brings in this man that Tina knows, and so we are to assume that that is her boyfriend, her lover, or her husband. And so he pulls off the hood, and the man spits in his face, and then he is about to shoot the man in the head. But then that's when the particle accelerator explodes, and then you see all of the liquids around that area where they was at starts floating and starts formulating. And so then next thing he pulls on the trigger, and then Tina screams out, and then that's how she gets her powers, the canary cry. So now back to present day, Oliver and the team, they are looking through different files on women to see can they become the next or the new Black Canary. And so Oliver is denying every person that they look for, and Renee even tells him, like, dude, like, you have like this super huge huge standard that you're trying to make these women live by. And so um and so then Curtis finds this woman who who has powers that is Tina, but they don't know her name yet. And so then that's when they find out that she has powers, and that she is a good fighter, and she has been all around the country for 30 years helping out people and fighting crime. And so then that's when later on the team travels to Hub City to go and recruit her, and then we find Tina lurking lurking and doing recon to find her target. And so then she is about to break a window, and then that's when Oliver and the team consisting of Oliver, Renee, and Curtis, they try to convince her to join the team, and then she says, "Stay out of my way. This is not your fight. Go home, or else I'm gonna make you go home." And so then and so then that's when she goes after her target, and then they leave. The next day they are at a Big Billy burger in Hub City, and so and so and um Oliver and Curtis, they're looking at Renee funny, like, dude, like, really, you are eating this Big Billy burger, like, dude, like, it's so dangerous, like, it looks nasty and stuff. And so then Renee um just um just eats it to annoy Oliver. And so then that's when they try to look up information about Tina, and they find out that she is from Central City and she was a cop there. And so then Oliver, he calls Captain Singh, and then when he calls Cap, Captain Singh doesn't believe that that this is the Green Arrow, and and um and that you are faking it. That's when Barry pops in and stuff. So like that's kind of like funny and like cool now. That is like all of the worlds are just so connected now that like it just feels it just feels just so normal to having like these like little like cameos and stuff, which is just so cool and stuff now. Like I just get geeked out every time that stuff happens. But back to the story, and so and so Captain Singh gives Oliver the information and stuff about Tina, and so then later on the team finds out where Tina is located and where she stays at, and so she is holding one of the dudes captive that was there the day that her boyfriend or her husband got 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 murdered, and so then Oliver tries to convince her to not kill him, and 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 that she has a choice, and so then she kills him with her canary cry, which was cool, but yeah, yeah. It's kind of neat how her canary cry is different from like Siren's canary cry. Like you can like tell the difference by the two, and so then that's when that's when Curtis tells the team that these men are coming their way, and so then that's when Wild Dog decides to take care of it and tells the Green Arrow to go after Tina because she had jumped out of the window. And so then Green Arrow he has he had shot this arrow at Tina that turned into like a kind of like a Matlick kind of, and to like stop her, and so then they have a conversation, and 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 Oliver is trying to reason with her to ask her to join the team and stuff, and and so then he and so then that's when she she like tells him like stay out of my way or else I'm gonna hurt you next. And so then they are back at Big Billy Burger, the team, and so then they find out who Tina has been chasing after, and it is this guy named Sean Saronis, and he was the one that killed him. The team the team finds info on 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 him and find out that he's distribute and sell this new drug called called Slide, and that he is connected to Tobias Church, and since his death, there's now a vacuum in Hub City, and all of the other places that that he was in charge of. And so then, and so then later on, Renee and Curtis they have a moment where Curtis talks about um, 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 like the team and stuff, and how Evelyn was a traitor, and and um and how Oliver had convinced Rory to um to not kill people and to join the team, and that there's always second chances, and then even with other people that that is hard headed and that is crazy, and then he had pause, and then Renee has said just say it, and 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 then just say crazy, and and that's when Renee said that this team is about second chances to him, and that how everyone from episode one until now has got like a second chance and stuff to to repair themselves and become heroes as vigilantes. And so and so then that's when Tina finds where Sean is lo- located at, but she doesn't know that he is a metahuman, and so then he it to me it kind of looked like he had the same powers as like Vertigo, by making you like trippy and like disorientated with his eyes and his face moving around. So then that's when Green Arrow and Wild Dog goes goes in to face him, but but they didn't know that he had powers and he was metahuman. And so and so then and so then Curtis later on Curtis tells the team that that Tina's power and Sean's power are both kind of related but differently, and that he can fix the machine so that it can work on both of them. And so then Tina wakes up and she thanks them, but she goes off on her and then she goes off on her own again to go and find Sean. And so then the team they debate whether or not they should jump in or not, and let her kill Sean, or they just go home. And so then Oliver reveals his identity to Tina, and then he tells his backstory and about his experience over the years being a vigilante, and and um, um, and that you can channel that pain into something else. And so then that's when Tina decides to join the team, and I mean not join the team, but let them help her with her vendetta against Sean. And so then the team and Tina they find Sean's location, and the team they faces they face Sean and his men, and so then that's when And so then that's when Oliver has this super cool helicopter scene where he's holding onto the helicopter and shooting arrows and fighting like at the same time. Like that was just so cool, man. Stephen Amell is such like a cool and like amazing like actor. Like that was just so cool. And so then he like blows up the plane and then tries to convince Tina not to kill not to kill not to kill Shine, which I was like, what? like like you just killed like a helicopter of of people that was like up in there. So like how is that possible? But you know, it's Oliver. Um and so then he tries to convince Tina not to kill Sean, and then he says like, "What would Vince do?" And so then she kills him. She shoots him 3 times, and she says that Vince would have wanted me to do that. And so then after that, she just walks away off the roof, and then the next day, or probably 2 days later, um, Tina Tina goes to Star City and she visits Oliver in his office and and um, and then the two they have a conversation and they have a conversation and Tina tells him that like she still feels empty inside, even after she had got her revenge stuff, and um, and so then Oliver tells her that like my friends had told me that this new team is about second chances, and so then and so then and so then Tina decides to join the team, and then and and then that's when Tina tells Oliver that Tina Bolin is her code name while she was on the cover, but her real name is Donna Drake, and like Donna Drake is the OG Black Canary from Earth 2, and in the comics, she the original Donna Drake is from Earth 2, and then moved on to becoming um, um, the Black Canary to like Earth 1 and stuff. But look, guys, I don't know anything about comics, but I do know like kind of sort of that backstory like a little bit, but like not like a lot though. But like it's funny and it's cool to find out and to know that her real name is Donna Drake after the original Black Canary. They didn't have the Canary Cry, but Donna Laurel Lance had has the Canary Cry. But like you know, like I just love Arrow and like you know welcome to the new Black Canary, Miss Donna Drake. Plot B would be about Felicity and Felicity and Rory trying to get the files on General Walker slash um, DA Adrian Chase and and trying to help Diggle get out of prison. So for the bleed so for the B plot I just decided to add both the stories together because it was like kind of like the same pace and stuff. So the B part the B plot starts off with DA, Adrian Chase, and Ali visiting Diggle. And so Adrian tells Diggle that the NSA has been looking into General Walker for a while now, and 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 that and that he has hidden and 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 that they have hidden files on him, so it's hard to get him on anything, just just like getting stuff. And so then Adrian leaves, and then Dick and Ollie, they have a conversation. But like they have a moment, um, 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 and and he tells Oliver that that like um, that stop trying to compare people to Laurel as a black canary. Let them be their own black canary. He didn't say it in those words, but kind of something like that. Like let them have the name and then make their own title. How do we stop trying to compare them to Laurel? And so then Felicity hacks Agent Chase computer to find out that the NSA has the files. And so then Felicity tries to look for the files, but they're gone. And so then later on um, she is continuing to search for the files, and then she had found out that someone had took them out of that that even though the files are gone and stuff, that she can still look for it because it's on the internet, and so you can't really delete everything off of the internet. And so then Felicity and Rory, they found out that someone is saying that Felicity is hacking, and so then the person wants to meet with Felicity, and so Felicity meets the mysterious person, and it's this woman that is a big fan of Felicity when she was when she was a amazing hacker and stuff back in her heyday, in her college days. and so and so the woman tries to convince Felicity to get back into hacking and to join her in this activist in this activist group and stuff that she's in, and and it was kind of interesting that she was egging Felicity on and stuff to get back into being a hacktivist and stuff, which is kind of dangerous. But yeah, it was interesting, and seeing Felicity face and stuff, and then woman gave her the file, and then later on in the episode, Felicity and Oliver, they have they had this moment where Oliver is down because he couldn't convince Tina not to kill Sean Saronis, the person who had murdered Vince, her boyfriend or her husband. And so then that's when Felicity tells him the good news that she had that she got that she got this stuff that would free Diggle. And then he asks, "What well, how did you get it?" And she said, "Look, don't worry about it. This is a good moment. Let's just enjoy it while it lasts." right? And so Agent Chase and Ali tell Diggle that they got him released on bail, and so now this should be interesting. Like, is the Walker storyline dead with, or is there going to be consequences because of what Felicity did? So we just gotta find out and see. And now let's talk about the flashbacks. Like, oh my gosh, I love these flashbacks, and I love Talia. Like, she is the boss. Like, she like really like came in, took charge, and like slayed her part in this episode of the Flash. But, like, I don't know the actress, but she is so fine. And so like we start off with Oliver waking up, and Talia is over him, and she has been tracking Oliver for a few years now, or has been like finding out where he has been, and she asked him like, why haven't you gone home and stuff after all of this time? And so then he says that like because he is like a monster and stuff, and like he like he don't want people back home to see him that way, and so then like and so then she tells him that she had trained Yafei, and then he asks her how old like is she? Wink wink. Lazarus Pit. Family secret. And so then she gives him this order of this man who is connected to Constantine Kovar. And so and so then she asks him to kill him, and that it will mess up something with Kovar and his empire and stuff. And so that's when Talia and Oliver starts like starts killing everybody, and starts just like seeing just like cool like fight scene stuff, like even though he wasn't like fighting, but like he was like shooting so like it was like a cool scene stuff up in up in the flashbacks this season that was like so cool. And and so then Oliver he kills the dude, and then like you can see that Talia is like happy, and stuff, like she do like a little like smirking stuff when he isn't looking. And so and and so then Talia she convinces him that like that she would train him, and that the people on the list need to be dealt with. And so now that got me questioning that, like, wow, so she was the one that had convinced him to do all of the stuff in season one when he had got off of the island. So like it'll be interesting to see how the story continues to unfold. And then she gives him the season one hood, and I remember that trunk too from season one when he had it under his bed and then into the first layer. So so yeah, guys, that was tonight's episode about Arrow, season 5, episode 11, titled Second Chances. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and let me know about your thoughts. And And if you had stayed this long, thank you so much, and just have a amazing day. God bless.